Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 9. This is episode 9 of Drafts and Drafts. I am Timmy McBee, and I'm here with my incredible, amazing, wonderful co-host, Mr. Adam E. Adam, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Going back to the glory days tonight, I guess, but we'll see how it goes. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. And we got a banger tonight, man. We got a banger episode tonight. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm noticing we got a third person here with us tonight. I hear it's a pretty special someone. Do you wanna? I'll let you introduce her.
Yeah, sure. So hailing from Winnetka, Illinois. Most importantly, she's the mother of Finn, a U14 national hockey champion. Not a big deal. She must have terrible taste in men because she's dating me. My citrus juicing partner, the wonderful, the beautiful, the big-hearted. Welcome, Katherine from America. How's it going, Katherine?
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's going well. I'm very excited to be on the podcast. Longtime listener, here for a good time, as evidenced by the topic that I handpicked tonight. So very excited to learn more about you, Adam, by way of a live podcast in front of all of your friends and family.
That's true. And Adam, I notice it looks like you have a new background tonight that I'm looking at you. New digs or what's going on?
Yep, I completed the move with someone helped me, and she happens to be on this episode. So no thanks to you, Timmy. But
no, you I didn't even call. I didn't offer. I declined your calls for about 4 days. Yeah. Which of you did? I'm assuming you did the directing and she did all the heavy lifting.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
She proved she was much stronger than me, but I think we all knew that going in. So
yeah, I believe that.
What can I say?
It's true, and I understand. So I understand you're a dog owner. Is that right, Finn?
I am. Finn is almost 2 years old. He is a Spaniel Chihuahua mix. Just an incredible rescue from Burbank, California. Definitely keeps me on my toes, and sometime when I'm back on the podcast, I'll bring him through just so you guys can see him face to face. He's resting right now, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's too young for college parties.
Yeah, that's something he gets to look forward to down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I'm really excited for this week's episode. But before we get there, why don't we delve into how things went last week? So Adam, why don't you take us through the results from week 8?
Yeah, before we go into the results, we'd have to bring up the voting scandal that happened last week. So one person voted on Instagram, and they actually voted twice for the same person. And so this person voted for Dozer twice, and that person, we'll call him out, it was Dozer. So Dozer tried to vote for himself twice. Doesn't get by us, though. Tried to pull a fast one on us. Not happening. So in third place, Dozer with 26% of the votes. Second place, Adam E with 30%. And in first place, Timmy with 44% of the votes.
You know what? I will take the 44. I don't think I've cracked 50 yet. I'm not sure. Like, since we've gone to the 3-guest platform, or three host platform, I'm not sure I've cracked 50. But I will always take the win. I had a vision last week. I executed on the vision. It seemed to resonate with some people, so I'm happy about it. And I'm hoping to continue the success this week, but we'll see. This is a fun topic. It's anybody's game. And for those that don't know, we are drafting a college party tonight. And this is a topic that's near and dear to my heart just because, I think I lived with Adam at college for almost 6 years, if not 6 years. I met my wife at university, definitely peaked. That was and then it's all been downhill since there. But, so we're going to relive the glory days tonight. We're going to get back into it. And Katherine, I think we went to college up north of the border. I understand you were down south of the border. So where are you drawing on your experience? Like, what's your expertise here? Where are you? Why a college party? So what are you pulling from for your choices?
Yes, absolutely. I'm glad that you asked. Honestly, for me, it's it also represents a glory day era. I personally lived with 5 other girls who just notoriously threw banger parties. And so I'd like to think that I lean on my own experience from success metrics such as, number of people who have blacked out during parties, different types of, out of the box themes, really just, living up the dream and making a mark at both Georgetown University and George Washington University, which is my double alma mater. One was social and one was educational. So very excited to draft a college party tonight and hoping that things resonate across the border. Your uni or university.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you using the word college for this podcast.
Yeah, I don't have expertise of American college, but I feel like it's pretty interchangeable up here. We generally say university in Canada, but it's all the same. And when I think of school, like college parties, I think of college. I don't think university. It sounds too hoity-toity. So, all right, and Adam, why don't you take the listeners through the categories for tonight's draft?
Yeah, so 6 categories as always. We have theme, we have unnecessary item, we have drinking activity, we have banger song, we have post-party snack, and we have party foul. So a few of these probably need a little bit of an explanation. The unnecessary item is simply that, something unnecessary that you have at this party you're hosting. Post-party snack, something you're going to eat after the party. Drinking activity, this can be a game or kind of like a drinking method. And party foul, so we're each going to pick a party foul, and that's a party foul that will not happen at your party. So you're trying to pick the worst party foul and making sure that doesn't happen at your party. So
yeah, there's some room for creativity here. I think we're all drawing on some experience. I'm thinking of memorable parties I've had. A lot of those parties involved some sort of beverage, maybe a few. I don't know. I don't remember most of them. So on that note, why don't we talk about the second draft of the evening, the draft that we're all drinking. And Catherine, I'll start with you. What draft do you got going on for tonight's episode?
Yeah, of course. So I've been watching this podcast for 8 weeks now, and it seems like you guys are super into like craft bespoke beers. So I did a lot of hunting around LA just to make sure that I swept the marketplace and came up with a bespoke brand out of St. Louis, Missouri. It's a really old beer. It was established in 1876. It's available now in about over 80 countries. And it's crisp, it is chuggable, it is iconic. And today for the college party, no better pick than a Bud Light. So I'm going to be cracking a Bud Latte. Wanted to share that the campaigns over the years, marketing wise, have just been incredible. We have This Bud's for You, the What's Up campaign. Not sure if you guys remember that from the early 90s. The Budweiser Frog, and Dilly Dilly, of course. So drinking a Bud, gonna review it the best I can at age 29, and just really stoked for the taste.
I like how you took the drafts literally and brought just a full case. You're like, I'm ready to go. You never know. You never know.
I put it on my shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely. Good selection. All right, Adam, that's gonna be hard to top. So what do you got going on?
Yeah, so for me, I try to keep it on theme a little bit as well. So a lot of guys, I feel like would describe themselves as broy in college. So from New Glory Brewing Company in Sacramento, California, I'm drinking Do You Even Mosaic Bro? That's what the title is. It's a New England IPA. Taste of Cali Dank and overripe fruit. And their slogan on it is 100% Mosaic, 100% awesome, 100% bro. So
good choice.
Yeah, I'll try to get back to my bro days.
Wow. Okay, you guys set a high bar that I'm not going to meet. I went like a little more niche. I did do the craft Ontario beer, as I try and do. My university experience was filled with a lot of really smart in the classroom, but really dumb on the streets engineers. I'm not going to name names. I may host a podcast with one of them. But I think at one point I lived with three of them. Really fun guys, to say the least. So I am drinking a Swing Bridge Blonde Ale. This is from Manitoulin Brewing Co., and it is distinctively smooth, flavorful, and fresh. Take a swing and come on over. So I thought, I saw the bridge. I thought about civil engineering, and I thought, you know what, this one's for Braden. So, all right, well, I think we got some good choices tonight, and we're before we get into the actual draft. So just for those that don't know, really quickly, as we described, we're gonna run through the draft. 3 choices. Each of us picks something in each category. And whoever is picking first in the category gets to choose which category and go first, and we work through, and it goes through in a snake fashion. So on the show, we let the guest pick which draft order that he or she would like to select. So Catherine, where are you going to draft in the order tonight?
So just based on previous episodes and knowing my place in my own family, I am the middle child. And feeling like middle of the road, second pick is going to result in a win. So I am going to pick second tonight.
Second, okay. Second's had a lot of success. I do want to note that the guests they're 0 for 2 in the last 2 weeks. So we're seeing a bit of a slide here. So we're hoping you can turn it around. I mean, I'm not personally hoping, but I'm sure. I have a feeling you got it. It seems like chat is live with the San Diego supporters tonight, so I feel like you're off to a good start. All right, Adam. So I got the coin. Number 1 or number 3 are available. I'll flip. You call.
Yeah. Tails never fails.
It is heads. All right.
It failed me again. Oh.
It did fail. I think I don't know. I've lost track at this point of how they're doing. All right, with that, we can finally jump into the actual draft. So
just be clear, you're taking first pick?
I'm absolutely taking first pick.
All right.
I am absolutely.
You have to say, you always just win the coin
I
toss,
do, and I'm like, exactly.
Sorry.
You know what I'm thinking.
It goes without saying. It goes without saying.
No, I think in this one, I definitely wanted first, so this worked out very nicely. I'm quite happy about it. There's one category that even we talked about as a group that had some primo selections, and that is going to be the drinking activity category. So we changed this to drinking activity because we want it to be, it's not just games, it's any kind of consumption related activity, kind of on theme with the show. And so my first overall pick in the drinking activity category is, of course, beer pong. So beer pong is a classic staple. Any kind of college party, you're generally going to see this set up. It's played on ping pong tables. It's played on dinner tables. It's played in pools. It's played across the board. Adam and I have had. I have to imagine we've probably played at least a few hundred games between the two of us, both together and against each other. I know you've done well in tournaments. I've seen your successes. I know you love the game, and I know you're a competitive guy about nothing except a few very select things, and beer pong is weirdly one of them. And so I just think it's super.
And of course, Drafts and Drafts podcast.
And of course, Drafts and Drafts podcast. Yes, it's super fun. It gets everybody going. It's exciting, and it's just a pretty dumb way of having a little few laughs and a few competitive games. So I'm gonna go with beer pong.
Pretty chalk first overall pick here. My one thing is, if the party is very busy, you need a very distinct beer pong area. If the table's crowded, you're losing a lot of balls. Floor is definitely dirty. You're picking them up. They're gonna have hair on them, and college houses aren't that clean. So it's a bit of a whole production. Is it fun? Absolutely. Is it just limited to college parties? I played a few months ago, so I've done it post college as well. So and I think especially the few years after I graduated, I still played quite a bit. So for me, it's not just limited to college parties, but if you want to take it first overall, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and fight every point, but a lot of drinking activities are done outside of college parties, but I'm just saying at my college party, I'm gonna have a pretty sweet beer pong setup, and that's but okay. I'm guessing you had like a full on argument ready to go in case you didn't get this, but yeah.
Sometimes the games are long too, and so like if you're waiting around, it's like, oh, I'm third on the table. You're never seeing the table, right?
Well, it depends. If you are playing, the game's gonna go for a while. So yes, you're not wrong.
I like to be more inclusive than that. Flip Cup, you can like have a bunch of people.
Hey, you
gotta
save your picks. You're going third. You're going third. I don't know, Catherine. What do you think about beer pong?
Not very inclusive. There's only 4 people realistically that are involved in the game. Obviously, you can be a passerby or a avid groupie at the beer pong table, but it's classic. I think it's a safe pick, to be honest. I think what makes it cooler would be like, if you had like a painted beer pong table or something just like a little fresh and fun. But yeah, beer pong's fine.
All right.
Whatever.
All right. So what are you going to counter that with your second pick here?
Yes. So I knew you were going to pick beer pong. I knew it. Like I fully, it's not even on my list actually. Cause it's, it's a has-been. That's a been there thing. For me, I tried to think a little bit more out of the box, think about like inclusivity, opportunity for people to like get drunk really fast, opportunity for people, boys, girls, whoever, to grab a beer, to take their house key and to poke a hole in it and to shotgun a beer in celebration. So that is my pick for drinking activity. It is shotgunning one of these Bud Lattes outside. You could do it inside in the shower. You could do it on the kitchen, like at the kitchen floor area. I don't know. I mean, floors are so disgusting in college houses, but shotgunning beers is where I'm at. My head's at tonight.
You really opened yourself. Like, I'm surprised you're not doing it now. I see the requests in the chat for this. I thought I'm surprised you said it without being ready to do it. But we don't. There's no expectation here. There's no expectation. I thought about it. Yeah. No. Hey,
maybe
listen.
Maybe at the after show.
You never know. You'll have to stick around and find out. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that's a fun activity for sure, and it is very college party. Not really something. I don't know. I'm not judgmental, but I haven't. I don't know when the last time. I guess I've done it within the last couple of years, but I think more stereotypically college party-esque. That's it is fun. It is inclusive. It's not a lot of people don't actually like doing it, but okay. It wasn't on my list, but it was a very good pick. So I like it. Adam, what are your thoughts there?
I like how both of you guys just listed places you could do the activity as part of your your thing for the activity.
We don't know what our college party is going to look like yet. We're only
it's early.
Yeah.
Shotgunning beer is definitely on my list. Like one big thing is a lot of college parties, there's kegs. And then you're cans. So by saying shotgunning beers, you're kind of assuming no keg, which is fine if that's the choice you want to go with.
But like if you're a guest to a party, are you bringing a keg with you, or are you bringing cans of beer?
Well, you're throwing
the party. Probably cans of beer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hosting the party, so I'm the supply. I'll be the supplier.
You got kegs going.
But like guests show up, they bring cans of beer.
Okay, fair enough. just for shotgunning purposes, so you maybe have a keg with some cans of beer. Okay, fair enough. I wasn't expecting Flip Cup to still be on the table.
Yeah, you even mentioned it accidentally, and you're not going to take it. You're not going to take it.
Between two here, I think Flip Cup's probably the better choice. Flip Cup, you can get like long games. So I'm taking Flip Cup. Flip Cup, you can get long games. So you could have like 10 players per team going. It's really inclusive. You can check lines if you want, but if people like don't want to drink that much, they don't have to. You can sing the song beforehand. Typically at a party, that's always fun. It's competitive. You can talk trash to the other team. Always fun. Lots of high-fiving going around, which COVID times probably not the greatest thing, but during college it was fun to like have like a team atmosphere. Yeah, it's always a good time. It's inclusive. Everyone loves Flip Cup. I'll take Flip Cup here.
I'm gonna say off the bat, I think we're assuming if we're throwing a college party that we're outside the pandemic environment, because none of these are very pandemic friendly.
Yes.
So let's
Yeah,
stipulate that out. You don't have to defend it anytime that comes up.
Yeah.
That's safe pick as well. You're right. It was probably it was number 2 on my board. Personally, I prefer playing beer pong more than I prefer playing Flip Cup, but a lot of pros going on for it. It gets it can get a little intense, and then you get somebody on your team who's like either too intense or not intense enough and doesn't care, and then it can create some awkward social. I don't know. I mean, everybody takes things different levels of serious. I don't. I only play. I don't compete, so I don't know what that's like. But pretty solid pick. What are your thoughts, Catherine?
There's always the person that can never get the frickin' flip down. Like, after years of experience with a certain drinking game, you're like, it's all angles, right? And for me, there's nothing more infuriating than being on a team with someone who cannot flip the cup. So you can have it, Adam. I think, again, a safe bet. Definitely a fun one, though. Does have like a shelf life, though, or maybe an expiration date. I don't know what the term would be. Like, have you ever played more than like 4 rounds?
No, if you want to be,
yes.
Yeah, but no, she's right. If you play like back to back for an hour, you're gonna be like completely done. Yeah. So there is a longevity component here. It's fun, a couple games in a row and then take a break. But yeah. Okay, all right.
Whereas like shotgunning 10 beers, like
you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. Everyone does that.
Yeah.
Unlimited time.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're off to a start here. We got the drinking category down. Adam, you got the first pick and the next category. So what are you going to go with?
Yeah, I had a bunch of let's do it. I had a bunch of garbage picks for this one, except for one. So I'm just going to take the one that I think is good, but I really have no idea, and that's like party banger song. So I'm trying to pull from my years in college, which was 2008 to 2012. And I think one of the biggest songs during that time was Avicii's Levels. So got the people going. I think part of being a bro in college was you love EDM. So Levels was like a huge song. It's fun. It's going to get the people going, and that's all I'm looking for a banger. And it's better than like the Flow Rida and Pitbull that I had on my list. So I'll take Levels from Avicii.
Are you like? It sounds like you're throwing a bro party. This is when I don't know if you're trying to, but you're definitely heading into the. I mean,
I'm trying to get back into the mindset of me in college. Faux hawk, probably a V-neck.
You had a lot of V-necks. You had a lot of V-necks in college. You had about 10 different of American Apparel colors of V-necks. I do remember that, and the hoodies to go with them. Yeah, that's okay.
Butter.
Yeah. You would have loved them back then, I promise. All right, good tune.
Wow.
Basic, a bit.
Yeah, it's better than Pitbull and Flow Rida that I had. So I thought this was going to be the 5th round, and typically I'm terrible in the 5th round. But I was like, okay, fine, I'll just take it here.
Okay. You seem like you love the pick. That's good.
Yeah, it was the best one on my list of party bangers. So,
yeah.
If you like a song with 5 chords and no words.
It does have words. It's like, oh, sometimes.
Oh,
I get
okay.
the feeling.
Yeah, but that's so far. That's like 5 minutes into the song. Also, that was really good.
That was surprisingly good. Yeah. I just thought if you were going to do like an Avicii, I know how much you liked Avicii. I thought like Seek Bromance was it goes with your bro theme even better. That's it. And it has the same amount of lyrics, I think. Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I probably lost this one already, so it's fine.
Come on.
We're good.
All right, Kevin, what are you going to follow up that one with?
Oh man. That was such a garbage pick, Adam. So bad. All right.
I know.
So I want you to imagine that you're in a party and you're standing in this here corner and you see your ex walk through, or your crush or whatever, and you think to yourself,
two very different things.
What?
Two very different things.
Yes. And your crush or your ex is with another girl or boy, and the song by Robin, "Dancing on My Own," comes on.
Oh man, great tune. Yeah.
I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Yeah.
You guys can sing. I'm not gonna sing for mine, by the way. You guys have. I'm not doing that. You guys got that down. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah.
I've been doing my scales all day. So imagining that song come on when it drops, it's one of the best songs like wherever you are. But at a college party, seeing a group of dudes try to sing at the top of their lungs Robin lyrics is like had to have been the highlight of my college party experience. So I am like, didn't even make a list. Like I was just like Dancing on My Own by Robin. I don't know if anybody else is gonna pick it, but that for me is a certified banger.
That's a great tune. I can confirm that I did dance to that this weekend while under the influence of a few drinks, and I know it's my sister's like favorite dance song. That's a great choice. Unexpected. I was really not expecting that, and I'm very impressed. And that was no, I don't know when did that come out? Like I'm not that you had to pick when we were at school, but I can't remember when it was actually.
So Robin, just bit of backstory. I didn't even do research on this. I just love that chick. She was really popular in the UK in the late 90s, and then had a resurgence in the 2010s. What those like 10 years were made up of for her, but she came back with a bang, and dropped that song, and Call Your Girlfriend is another one.
Yeah, all right, good choice.
Mm-hmm.
How many chords does it have? Because that was a criticism against my song. So you need to state how many chords your banger has.
The thing is, probably more chords in the bridge than your entire level song.
Okay.
So
all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, I also picked something that was kind of era specific and pretty memorable for just both like live performances as well as just general bar activities / party activities. I'm going to go with 2009's Pursuit of Happiness with Kid Cudi and Steve Aoki. In terms of like, everybody knows that version of the song. Everybody likes that version of the song. I think it has a great like vibe to it. It gets people dancing. It's like, there's like, I don't know anybody that doesn't like that song. It just overall, it's commercial, but it's not as commercial as like Levels would be at this point. I don't think. It's definitely not as unique as Robin's songs, like Dancing on My Own. So I think it just like every time that comes on, I get the motivation to dance. I don't even dance, and that's like if you want to get the people going, I think that's a great tune to play. So I'm going with Pursuit of Happiness.
Sing it or it doesn't count.
I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know. Okay, that's it.
Ooh, that was good.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're not tone deaf.
There's another remix that might have been slightly more popular. The Crooked, is it Crooks and Castles?
It's
something like that.
Oh my god. Wow, we're dating ourselves. I know Crooks. I know what you're talking about. Anyways,
something Crook related, but
Crookers. I think it's Crookers.
Crookers, yeah. That one might have been more popular. I like that song. It's a little grimy for maybe general interest, but yeah, it's a banger. I think it checks the box. So
yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us were gonna. Adam tried to throw that around, but anyways, okay. Moving on, and I think I am gonna go into the. I'm gonna go into the post-party snack, and so this one was pretty like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of options here. I'm going to go again, drawn back from my own college experience, and there was 3 specific, very popular places within walking distance of campus and the bars, all serving the same style of food, different variations of it, but all the same style of food. This is definitely a Canadian thing, but I'm going to go with poutine. And so, on our campus, within our little strip, we had like 2, I guess, like, well, one like kind of pretty local place, one chain that's like around Canada, and then another separate local place. These places had like lines at the doors. You can get all like poutine's, generally has the same basic ingredients of like fries, cheese, and gravy, but you can get whatever. Like some of these places have so much customizable options. It's rich, it's decadent, it's it's filling. You can eat some at night and then wake up and it's still there the next day if that's what you're into. I definitely ate Adam's leftover poutine more than once in my life while we were at school, even though we wrote specific notes: "Do not eat this." So I just think I think it hits, and because there's customizable options, there's something for everybody. I don't know if other people like how much experience other people have with it, but I think it's a great choice.
Yeah, it's like there's certain levels of poutine. Like obviously you need fresh cheese curds that have to be squeaky. If you're not getting the squeakiness with the curds, don't even bother with the poutine. I'm more of a purist when it comes to it, so I don't like mixing up too much, except for that one place at the end of our street when we were in college, Mr. Donaire.
Mm-hmm.
They did half like shawarma on top of poutine. It was fantastic.
It was.
Shouldn't have worked. It worked so well.
Yeah. They could fit like 5 people in their place, and so at like 2:30 in the morning on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, there was a line down the street of people just waiting to get in, like in winter jackets, everything. Yeah, it was pretty. It was like, they did pretty well.
$10 and you got like 7 pounds.
I know. Yeah.
What a steal.
Yep.
For me, that's like such a luxe pick. Well, maybe just because Americans don't often have poutine, but when we do, I'm like sitting at a French restaurant with a glass of rosé. Like that's my experience. So like,
I assure
you, like
this is not French cuisine. But yeah, that's fair. And
give you like a hammer drink.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win the American vote on this, no matter what I say. But that's fine. I'd say like wait till you try it. Wow, at 2:30 in the morning after a few drinks, and anyways. All right, what do you as an American? What are you going to go with as your top choice here?
I mean, gotta say that does sound delicious, though. It really does. So except the alcohol as well. So for me, I have to pick the all-time late night food, and that's pizza. And equally as important to the slice of pizza is the like ever important side of ranch. To be dipping pizza in. I don't know if that's a Canadian thing or not, but we used to have a pizza place down the street where they had like pre-filled ranch cups. Like it seemed like in the thousands, because it was the same situation where people would line up down the street after the bar, picking up one huge slice of pizza, and then always with their prepackaged individual side of homemade ranch, which yeah, I mean, to me, there's truly nothing better, and just feels like the right go for me. So I'm going pizza side of ranch.
Safe pick. Like it's highly depending on the style of pizza you get. If I'm drunk, I don't want like a Neapolitan style. I want something just greasy, kind of like
you don't
thicker
like
crust.
A margarita. You want like a
I want like meat lovers or like stuffed crust.
Or
like,
a hot and ready.
Yeah, hot and ready. Yeah, that's a good one, right?
Yeah.
Well, the other thing too is like, to your point with hot and ready or like takeout or whatever, it's like you can get it anywhere. Like you can go frozen pizza in your freezer if you're hosting the party and you don't want to leave. You could do hot and ready, which just feels like a half step between like frozen pizza and Domino's, or whatever else is on your street at the time. But again, I cannot stress this enough. The side of ranch it needs to be written as part of that.
I can tell you with certainty that the Catherine I know that is a must for pizza. The ranch is a big deal, so support there. It's shareable.
Love that chick.
So if you have a couple of people, you can it's like everybody has some pizza. It's like a great group. Like you're at a party. It's 2 a.m. and somebody orders like 3 Zaz, and you're like, yeah, okay, that's a good choice. Good choice.
Also holds up in the morning, so
it does. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, Mr. Donaire did not really hold up in the morning. Depends how hungover you were. Then you made a decision. But yeah, no. Again, I'll say like as much as I like it, it's a safe pick. It's a safe and the variations of quality are so wild that it's gonna depend on what you're like if you want like DiGiorno, which is I don't think that's in America. I wouldn't drunkenly like oven a pizza personally. I'm either like ordering it or picking it up or like I just want it now, hence the hot ready. Yeah. That's true.
I know there's at least one guy in the chat that had that fire hazard experience. Not to name names, but Tony.
Not to name names, but the exact person.
All right, Adam, we got poutine, we got pizza. Are you you taking some of the P or are you going something new?
Yeah, so I want something greasy. I want something cheesy.
Sounds like pizza.
I want fast food, right? And so I'm going to go with the best ever do it. I'm going with Taco Bell.
Okay.
Taco Bell has a long list of like different items. They're all basically the same thing. You got some sort of vessel to hold the meat in with nacho cheese, more cheese, and maybe a few other things. So Taco Bell is the best ever do. Drunk food, fast food. I feel special when I get to order a nice Baja Blast. I feel exclusive because it's exclusively sold at Taco Bell.
I love how much prep you do for your presentations. You
this is
outgame me every
mindset.
Week on your like rationale and reasoning. It's crazy.
This isn't prep work. This is just how I feel about Taco Bell.
Okay.
This is from my heart. Yeah. I love Taco Bell, and they're so like innovative. It's like, oh, I want a burrito, but I also want some crunch. Boom, Crunch Wrap Supreme, not a big deal. I can't decide between a hard shell and a soft shell taco. Cheesy gordita crunch. How you doing? It's like they're the best to ever do.
Okay,
I got so good.
I did have
I want fries. Oh, here's nacho fries, nacho cheese seasoning, and then nacho cheese dip.
He doesn't stop.
Yeah. They're the best. They're the best in the game.
I'm not gonna get like too into this. We did have homemade Crunchwrap Supremes tonight. They're like phenomenal. Really good. My wife's really, really good at cooking, and this is delicious. So support there. However, as somebody that says they're very specific about like quality poutine, like nacho fries are like the farthest end of quality like you can ever get, man. Like they're good, but there's just like one ball of like fry and cheese and like, I don't know.
You're thinking of Fry Supreme.
Fry Supreme, thank you. That's what I meant. I meant Fry Supreme.
Different menu item here.
Yes.
Yeah, so when I go to Taco Bell, I'm not expecting quality. I know like there's probably a 1 in 100,000 chance that I get sick afterwards. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take the risk. They're just the best ever do it. I'm fine with Taco Bell.
This is a great time for us to do our sponsor. So Drafts and Drafts is kindly sponsored by Taco Bell. If you haven't gone to Taco Bell in the last 2 weeks, what are you doing? Get out there, get drunk, and get some Taco Bell.
I haven't even mentioned the Doritos Locos Taco too. And it's like the innovation from these people. It's the best. It's the best.
Okay. Use promo code Adam.
Yeah. Promo code Adam for. Yes, or 15% off. I don't know, Adam. Maybe they'll give you more because you did a great job. I have nothing to say. You crushed it. You should feel good about that pick.
Catherine, any
You can't fight Taco Bell.
No,
you just can't. They even kill it on Twitter.
McDonald's better? No. Okay. I didn't pick it. Okay. All right, what are you gonna follow that up with now?
All right, I'm gonna go with. So what do we have? We have 2 categories. No, we have 3 categories.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with theme party, and I think I'm gonna go blacklight party. We got levels bumping in the background. We got people playing flip cup, and I think a blacklight party is always fun. Like people wear like neon stuff. You got a bunch of glow sticks. I think it's a solid theme. You can like use that like paint and like draw on t-shirts. Like it's just a fun time, and I think it's a good party as long as the house is clean beforehand, because you don't see all the weird stains, but that's almost part of the fun. So
What about the monetary investment to like throw one of those? You know, it's a little. You got to buy the right lights. You got to do the cleaning. You got to have the supplies for it. I'm not saying, listen, it's an imaginary party. Do what you want. I'm just saying that's a bit of a drawback.
Yeah, didn't know budget was a big issue here. But
I did. No, I'm just.
I don't think black lights are that expensive. So. And
do you have
yeah, so I haven't checked blacklight prices. they probably go for like market price or something. So I don't know what market price is on blacklights right now, but I think it would be pretty doable. We had one and like we weren't rolling in it. So
No. Okay.
Do you have at the party? Do you have like one of those star machines that like makes the ceiling into like a night sky, or am I just like making your party better?
You just made this party better. That would be the
I
highlight.
do now. So
yeah, that would be the highlight. Well done. Okay, yeah, I'd go in that room. That'd be. We were talking about post up spot. That's a great spot to post up right there. Yeah, under the sky, very romantic.
Also, like you don't really see anyone. So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You still do. You can put like the neon stuff like on your face. You can do kind of like fun designs with t-shirts and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good theme. It's fun. Could do like the glow stick thing. So
okay. All right, so bros at a blacklight party. That's what Adam's going for tonight. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Playing flip cup all night.
Playing flip.
Like Adam, how many EDM festivals have you been to?
One.
please report.
It was terrible.
Was it Avicii?
I'm learning a lot.
He was not there.
Okay. All right, Catherine, how are you going to counter
that? Okay, so just to be clear, we nixed all of the seasonal parties because we want to do something that's all throughout the year. And for me, this item is an all year round thing that I would wear personally. I think everybody coming out of the pandemic would as well. And so I'm drawing on my own experience for the single best and most successful college party I've ever thrown, which was a robin with the homies party where everybody showed up in their robe. They were fully clothed underneath, just to be super clear, but their robe, we saw some kimonos come through. We saw fluffy robes. We saw like waffle robes. And everybody is just like so comfy, so themselves, extreme authenticity, doesn't require any like special drinks or anything like that. Like just straight robes, comfort, just being you. And I think that should go worldwide, should go viral. So I'm going to go with Robin with the homies, i.e. a robe party.
Adam?
It's pretty fun. I know you're a big robe person. I don't own a robe, but it would force me to buy a robe because I assume you're stopping people at the door if they don't have one, right?
Correct.
Gotta comply with the theme or you're not coming in. Seems like it'd be fun. Might get a little warm. I'm typically a pretty sweaty person, so you have a robe on top of your normal clothes. I think it's a fine pick.
I would also have to buy a robe. Weirdly, I'm not. But that's
unbelievable.
That's an opportunity. That's how often do you buy party accessories or costumes that you can wear 5 days a week. So, there's an investment there.
What's happening on the other 2 days where you can't wear a robe?
I don't know. You don't have to wear it. Whatever. Okay, good, fair question, but you could wear it. Let me rephrase that. You could, if you chose, wear it 7 days a week. I've never been to a party like that, so I can't comment on from personal experience. It does sound comfortable. It does sound hot. Like I would, and it's like all the areas you don't want to be hot are like quite wrapped up. But I mean, hey, it sounds like peak comfort. So compared to like other types of parties that you have to wear ridiculous things, that would sound like the easiest to walk into. Good choice.
Good.
All right.
Good.
Well, you guys have
might be the glass frog.
No, I don't think so. I don't think anything's ever going to be the glass frog. That is an all-time low. All right. So I had some like similar things to you, but so I don't want to. I'm going to go in a little different direction just to separate, and especially because I have beer pong, kind of works with it a little bit. And I am gonna go with the Beer Fest or Beer Olympics themed party. And I think it kind of can be a costume party depending if you're doing maybe countries, if you're doing, or just teams. You can do like team costumes, you can do country themed costumes or whatever accessories, whatever you want to do. So you get that fun aspect to it where you get to work with your team. Obviously the competitive thing, again, I'm not really into competition, but if you are, super fun. Different drinking games involved. Everybody's like involved in some sort of activity at all points, usually if it's like reasonably well organized. I think everybody just like essentially wants to go play games, have fun with their friends, and have a good time. And so I think overall it's quite inclusive because there's lots of different activities. You can be bad at one game and good at other games. As long as you're just there to have a good time and try and win the gold, that's all that matters. So I'm gonna go with Beer Olympics.
It's a fun party idea. Always a good time. It's tough because there's a lot of organization you have to do beforehand. That's the one downfall. But if you're willing to do that, and sometimes people will stop by for like an hour and then they're just kind of like standing there not doing anything. Kind of awkward for them, but also kind of their problem.
Are people just stopping by a rope party for like 45 minutes and then peacing?
No, they're staying for 6+ hours. I can assure you.
It's a lot of commitment to expect from people. That's all I'm saying. And there's a lot of organization involved. So.
All right. Okay. Interesting counterpoints.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with this, Ryan. Timmy. I think it's great. I think it actually keeps people at the party. Like the people who thought they might be just like in and out, stopping by just to show face, they're like, suddenly I'm roped into 5 different events and like so many heats, and I'm so competitive, and like they stay a while, and that's exciting. I think that's what makes the party successful.
When you say roped into, that's not like the best description of like I'm so excited to be a part. It's like I'm stuck. That's fine. I appreciate the message. I appreciate the message. It's definitely like a more aggressive theme than the robe concept or Blacklight. I guess you can just wear whatever you want and walk in and hopefully wear clean clothes. So all right, okay, different avenues here. So I get it's on me for the second last one, right? Okay, so we got, what do we have left? We have party foul and we have unnecessary item. And I am gonna go with the unnecessary item category. And so this is essentially just something you get at your party that has no reason to be there other than it's super fun and it's just like an attraction. That's how I interpreted this, at least. And so again, we're throwing the party. So what do I got? I got beer pong going on as one of my games. I got it's a beer Olympics themed. We got poutine just everywhere, all over the tables, and listen to Pursuit of Happiness. So what if people are in costumes or with their teams, I want a photo booth. I think a photo booth is totally unnecessary at a college party, but everybody likes to get in the photo booth, take some photos. They're not being posted, so you can do whatever you want. They're just like quick, like, whatever pieces that come out. You get some props involved, just jump in there and have some fun. I mean, listen, everybody likes taking photos, especially when they're, having a few beverages. So I think just having a random photo booth at a beer Olympics party would be pretty fun. And ideally, you're getting in there with your championship medals at the end and, solidifying your victory.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good pick. Is it one of those like standalone with like the curtain, or is it like a photo setup with like maybe like a backdrop?
I would lean more towards the curtain one, like ideally like the double seater or triple seater curtain, just because like I don't want like a photo area. I want like a booth. You
want the booth? Okay.
Yeah.
That
so,
would be. Sorry, go ahead. Okay.
No, I was just thinking like going back to budget.
Yeah, I've been keeping it pretty cheap so far. I mean,
this thing is the size of a refrigerator, if not bigger.
No.
The Blacklight. what are we racking up here?
By definition, it is unnecessary, but it adds a great element of fun, and people know that they like it. So yeah, it's I'm renting it. It's fine. It's a I know somebody whose cousin has a photo booth business, and he's given us a great price. So yeah, but fair point. Yeah.
Always a fun time. Are you gonna just make it free to use, or are you gonna charge like $1 per person?
No, I'm not charging.
Collect some profit, maybe make some back on that photo booth rental.
No, I'm not. It's
free. Okay.
You put the loony in, it spits it out, and you can reuse it. Yeah.
Does it print the photos as well?
Yeah,
so you can take them home?
Yeah, spits them out. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
You're not just like, taking all the photos and keeping them for yourself. It's like, ooh.
I'm not hoarding.
I threw a great party.
I'm not hoarding photos. No, there might be some left there if people don't want them, but I don't plan on keeping those. No. Yeah. You guys had some weird questions. Are you charging people? Are you giving them their photos? Okay, Catherine, what do you got for your unnecessary item?
Oh man. All right. So I have a long list here of unnecessary items, and I feel like the unnecessary item that I would want to have at this party is something that I've never had at my college party, but I've seen at other college parties via Facebook or just friends telling me about things. And that is a cardboard cutout of a person. And what comes to mind for me is like Bill Clinton or like Bernie Sanders or like someone who's just so random, like so out of place, but to like be able, I don't know if you guys did Flat Stanley in Canada, but to be able to place him in different areas of the party and take photos with him, chugging a beer, he's listening to Robin and dancing, like he is, what else am I doing here? He is wearing a robe potentially, like actually putting
I think he's got it.
robe
Yeah.
over the carpet, the cardboard cutout. For me, something that's like, in some ways, it's a moving photo booth, but you're capturing that image on your camera phone or what have you. And yeah, I like the cardboard cutout idea. It could even be like a baby picture of me. Want to get like super personal as the host of the party, but whatever which way, I think the cardboard cutout is key.
Yeah, if it's Bernie, you could have like a weekend at Bernie situation where he's like doing different things, and you're like,
or you get the Bernie pose where he's got the mitts, and then you put him around the different parts of the party, and he's just looking at everybody all disapproving. Yeah, interesting.
Just floating around.
That's a creative one.
Yeah, it doesn't break the budget, which is good. We kind of had something similar to that in our college house. Because Ryan used to work at like a printing thing, and so we had Timmy, and we had a bunch of cutouts of hockey players.
Yeah.
So we had like PK Subban and like near the beer pong table. It was
I was at like
fun.
I was at an imaging company as a summer job, and so they'd give me like a 15-foot poster of like trucks, and they're like, "Do you want this?" I'm like, "Of course." And then you get it to school, like I don't even know what to do with this. We had a few of those. We had like real life ones as well, like Mr. Buttons and Stanley the horse. So yeah, that's good. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting choice. It was not on my list, but very, very creative. Very creative. So
cheap thrills.
Sounds like fun though. Sounds like fun. You definitely have to put a robe on him though, just to make sure he fits in.
Oh, I mean, obviously.
Yeah. All right, Adam.
Yeah, I'm blowing the budget a little bit more here. I was considering taking this first overall, and I'm gonna go bouncy castle.
What?
Might be difficult to fit in a lot of college houses, but I think you could find one that fits. It might be a little tight, but whatever. Every time I walk by a bouncy castle, I always think, I want to go in there. So why not just have a party with a bouncy castle? So I'm going to rent a bouncy castle. Deposit probably not coming back because, to be honest here, I think it's a fun time. Everyone's going to enjoy the bouncy castle, so...
Is it
I'm
like
good with bouncy castle?
You just putting it in your backyard?
Yeah, and a lot of times, like with a bouncy castle, you're on like a timer. Unlimited time here. My house, my rules. So I'm good with bouncy castle.
Catherine?
Quick question. Are people signing like a liability waiver as they're walking into your house?
I like it. I didn't even think of that. It's a good question.
I think you assume risk when you're going on a bouncy castle. So just no shoes. You got to leave your shoes before you go on.
I didn't know you were.
I don't want like stilettos on there. It's gonna pop. So.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had sufficient that you assume risk. Okay, so you're covered. You're covered off. Okay. That's a good question though. I mean, none of our objects have any real threat of injury. So, but I guess if it's a college party, you're probably not worried about that. I would assume not. I don't know. I picture myself like playing Flip Cup and drinking all that like beer and then getting on the bouncy castle, and I'm like, I don't know if that's going to result in a great situation.
Yeah, that was the one downfall I could think of, and yeah, it's once you play 5 games of Flip Cup, we'll count it.
Oh, Mr. Rules here, unlimited time, but no 5 games of Flip Cup. Wow, interesting.
Just people throwing up left and right.
We barely no shoes. No games of Flip Cup. I don't know what you're gonna do next, but you can have like
all of a sudden I have a lot of rules at my party.
Yeah.
But,
anyways,
kind of
sorry.
As well. Like you're supposed to be like an adult, like living out of your parents' house, like grown up, and like suddenly you're back as a child in a bouncy castle, but with beer. Like mixed media. I get it. I like that.
Yeah. The juxtaposition of it is just like. Yeah.
All right, Adam. Why don't you wrap us up with the last category of the evening?
Yeah. So it's party foul, and so this will not happen at my.
Popping the bouncy castle.
That would be a big one, but I was gonna go with something that's always like difficult to clean up. Sometimes it happens, and it's clogging the toilet. Sometimes you're at a party and the toilet's clogged. Either people just threw a bunch of toilet paper in there, or worse, maybe someone has had a little bit too much to drink playing Flip Cup. They go in the bouncy castle and then they go to the bathroom and that somehow clogs the toilet. I don't want to deal with that mess. That's not happening at my party. My party foul that's not happening at my party is clogging the toilet. So,
well, the Taco Bell's not going to help that situation.
Yeah. Well, that's why I took it. So it's like, this is not happening. We're in the clear.
So to be clear, of all the party fouls you could think of, a clogged toilet.
That ruins everyone's night. Bathrooms are at like the highest demand during a party. If one gets clogged, you're just like done. If I'm hosting the party, I gotta stand there, clean up something that I want to clean up. I have the worst gag reflex of anyone I've ever met, so I don't want to deal with that. So I have to like convince someone else to clean up the clogged toilet. It can be a huge issue. I'm just not dealing with it.
We lived together for 6 years, and like that never happened.
It's happened before. I've been to a party where it's like filled up with someone who's had too much to drink. They threw up in the toilet. It gets clogged. They try to like clean it up with a bunch of paper towel. The entire roll's in there. It's the worst thing in the world. Well, maybe not the worst thing in the world. But.
It's pretty bad. Very creative answer. Not something I thought of, but definitely would not want it to happen at my party. So hard to argue with that one. Yeah, I mean, you're throwing a Flip Cup bouncy castle Taco Bell party, but no toilet clogs. So that's a very practical answer for your specific college party.
Oh man, thank goodness.
Yeah,
thank goodness. Okay, different direction here. Something that I feel truly affects everyone. I know the bathroom is, that's a basic human need. But I expect that people will be resourceful in things. Just really not thinking about clogged toilets when creating my list. My party foul is what changes a party to just like a gathering, in my opinion, and that is running out of alcohol.
Oh.
For me, that is the like the one thing that just completely derails a party. And that's not to say, I mean, obviously there's all these like cool apps these days that like deliver you your alcohol and things like that. But like once the keg has run dry, like you gotta go. And like generally you've stocked up like quite a bit of alcohol. So for you to have gone through it too, you're just like, yeah, it's probably time to go home. So I would say running out of alcohol, or ice for the alcohol, I guess that's two picks anyway, would be my biggest party foul.
That's a problem that cannot be solved in a lot of places at midnight. So you're right. That would kind of torch the whole thing if that ever happened. I do want to say that that's an interesting choice, as you're throwing the party and you're in control of how much this fictional party, where budget's not a thing. Although budget is apparently a thing for you because you're doing cardboard cutouts and ropes, which is fine. It's good. I like it. I like it's accessible. It's fun. But you're in control of the party. Just bring more. Just have more stuff ready. But it's true. It does. Nothing kills a party faster than you spend 10 minutes looking for a drink and can't get one, and you're like, I'm not staying here. So that's interesting. Again, I didn't think of that, but that's a good one. Adam, what about you? What do you think of there?
Always sucks when it happens, but if you're throwing the party, you can make sure that it doesn't happen. So that one's kind of just on you. So I
to both of you guys, in this situation, demand outweighs supply. So you plan for the best, you hope for the best, and too many people want to come to your party.
You're throwing such a rager that it's like, boom. I showed up with 8 kegs and they were cleared out, and it's 11:30. Boom, magic, 8 more kegs. Because
there's a Bernie Sanders cutout at this party. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Yes. You understand my vision.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Mine's a little closer to Adam's than to Catherine's, but clogged toilets are bad. I agree, but nothing kills the vibe of a party than somebody throwing up not in the bathroom and like in the party. So if you're like in a room, doesn't matter where, kitchen, family room, somewhere, if somebody throws up in that room, like that room is done. And now whoever's hosting the party, i.e. me, is like trying to clean that up, dealing with the smell, dealing with the mess. Brutal situation. Nobody wants to be there. People are looking to go elsewhere. You get overcrowding in other rooms. People eventually are leaving. So, and that's a human thing. Like, it happens. People make mistakes. I've never done that. But, so I want everybody to have a good time, but just no big messes in or around the party areas. So I'm going to say thrown up in the open public place at my party.
Yeah, it's a huge issue. Like, you're probably going to like mop up, and then you have wet floors, and you don't want the wet floor signs.
I don't have
and so there's like a bit of a liability there as well, which you brought up with my bouncy castle. But that always is terrible. So I've never done something like that. So
I'm now susceptible to clogged toilets and running out of alcohol, but nobody's puking at my party.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is true.
That's the trade-off.
Yeah, for me,
hold on. No one's puking in like the main area. Yeah.
You can throw up outside. In theory, you could throw up in the bathroom. I didn't stipulate, but
potentially clog the toilet. Yeah.
Potentially, I guess. You know what? But if the toilet's clogged and somebody's got to go, they could be going anywhere. So it worked. I mean, yeah, tough call.
I cut you off, Catherine. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean, I think throwing up, you're right, it is a human thing. It's definitely part of the whole gig. I just imagine, with beer Olympics and things, like projectile vomiting is almost like par for the course with these kinds of yeah.
That's the protection. That's the protection I'm putting in place. Exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
All right.
I know I'm supposed to knock you and not like support you, but
hey, listen, we're just out here to have a good time, right? We just want to go to some parties, wear some robes.
There's possibly like a Dizzy Bat event, and you're like safe from that now too. Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
That's a good one.
All right, we're running up over an hour here, so we're gonna wrap things up shortly. But that does conclude the draft for tonight. So why don't we do a quick rundown of the picks? And Adam, I'll start to you, and then we'll go to Catherine, and then I'll wrap it up.
Yeah, so for theme, I'm going Blacklight Party. For item, I'm going the Bouncy Castle. For post-party snack, I'm going with the GOAT, Taco Bell. Party foul, that's not happening at my party, clogging the toilet. Drinking activity, Flip Cup, and banger, Avicii's Levels.
Yep, okay. Catherine, what do you got going?
Cool. Not going to do this in order, but for theme, I'm going with Robin with the homies, i.e. wear a robe to my party. For unnecessary item, I'm going with a cardboard cutout of Bernie Sanders. For drinking activity, I'm going with shotgunning beers. Post-party snack, pizza, side of ranch, very important. Party foul, running out of alcohol, I'm avoiding that. And party banger, Dancing on My Own by Robin.
Very nice. And at my party, we're gonna be it's gonna be a beer Olympics theme. We're gonna be playing some beer pong. We're gonna be having poutine afterwards when it's all said and done. We're gonna be listening to Pursuit of Happiness by Kid Cudi and Steve Aoki. We got a photo booth just for some good times. And my no party foul is no throwing up in public open spaces. And so I will remind everybody quickly before we talk about the beers and sign off for the evening. We do have an after show, so make sure you stick around. We stay on and chat for a bit after this. So if you're watching live, make sure you stick around to catch that. And now that we've done the draft, as we do every week, we'll be posting the results on our Instagram page, which is at Drafts and Drafts Podcast. So we'll have a poll up after the show for the next 24 hours. So it should be on later tonight and all day tomorrow. So you can go in and send us your vote for who you think had the best draft and who essentially is going to throw the best college party. So we appreciate everybody getting on there and voting, and we'll reveal the results next week. We do have previous episodes of our podcast. You can find them on our Instagram page. You can find the Spotify links and other podcast related sources. As well, we have a YouTube channel where we post previous episodes. So if you want to catch up on anything in the past, you can find that link on our Instagram page as well. And of course, if you're watching live and you're watching on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button to find out when we're going live. We do this every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, so make sure you check it out. And so before we sign off, let's head over to the other draft of the evening, and let's see how those beers were. So, Catherine, how was your draft tonight?
This Bud Light. Fantastic. Honestly, it immediately brought me back. Not to bring budget into this again, but holy bang for your buck. Seriously. I mean, what an amazing college beer. I'm thrilled. And I'm have to guess that most people on chat or listening have had Bud Light, so I'm not going to go through the tasting notes, but that is fresh. It's crisp, it's fresh, it's delicious. It's not delicious, actually. I can't wait to like for this to end, but
All right. I was both a positive and negative review at once. I like it. Adam, how was your beer tonight?
It was really good. Enjoyed it. Definitely 100% Mosaic, 100% awesome, 100% bro. So
all right, and my Swingbridge Blonde Ale, it was good, easy to drink. I think I drank this faster than I've drank others in the past shows, just because it was really easy going. Nice blonde ale, easy to drink. So definitely enjoyed it, and would likely have again. So I'll give it a 7 out of 11. So good. I don't know why. All right. So thank you everybody for watching tonight. As I said, we do this every Tuesday night. Before we sign off, Catherine, any shout outs, anything you want to promo, any last words?
Yeah, big SO to any newcomers to chat. I don't know if you're still on because I haven't been following it, but thank you. I see you. Well, I don't see you, but I'm excited that you're here and meeting these wonderful gentlemen. And a promo is just like, keep it real. I hope that I can come back. I hope that the audience enjoyed the college party. Hope to throw another event with y'all soon.
Yeah,
Cheers.
You got a lot of fans in the chat going tonight. So I see I see a lot of throwbacks to some past parties, a lot of friends. So it seems like you got a ton of support here. So I'm liking your odds of breaking the guest over streak here. So it should be good. Adam, anything you want to add? How do you feel about tonight's show?
Once again, one round just like sinks me levels. There's probably another second place finish for me. So I need to reevaluate what I'm doing. We'll be back next week with a better strategy on Team Out of Me. So we'll figure it out.
I like it. All right. Well, with that, the picks have been made and the keg has run dry. As Adam said, we will be back next week. For those of you that are sticking around, we will be on in just a few moments here for the after show for a little bit, just to chat and say hi. Thank you everybody for the support. Again, we really appreciate it. And we will see you soon.